Hello, I'm Zach,
I'm Brandon.
No, I'm Alec.
and this is The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. We're playing a lot of weird games. But yeah, this is a game that I have the case for. It is by, presumably, Buena Vista Games, and published by Capcom. And you will see that it being published by Capcom actually makes sense, because what kind of game do you think would be made with Nightmare Before Christmas license? Devil May Cry!
Oh.
Which I originally wanted to do Devil May Cry 3, and I was like, let's do something different. Oh, and we did notice the echo problem. We have the TV turned down. Actually, let me double check that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's already been turned down.
Yes, all of our adoring fans that complained about the echo problems.
Are also going to be the same fans that are complaining about that fucking monkey. You know what the worst part of this is going to be, that I think about it? Since we have the TV turned down so low, we won't be able to hear those magnificent songs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, in some cases, isn't it sort of... Aren't the songs sort of tied to the gameplay that when it gets to a certain refrain, it kind of helps you predict certain attacks?
I'm not entirely sure about that. It's been a while, but I think I'm competent in this game, even without practicing, to get to where we need to go.
At least for the first 30 minutes of it or so.
There's Lock, Shock, and Barrel, and I can almost say we're doing Kingdom Hearts. Because, I mean, I know there's a reason why this looks a lot like the Halloween town from Kingdom Hearts, because, well, the same location. But still, it's hard for me to get out of my head.
It really is, yeah.
I didn't think this opening would be so long.
Is this in-game, or is this an FMV that's using the in-game engine?
I'm not entirely sure. I've actually never been good at being able to tell which was which.
If it is in-game, it's impressive. Especially it very successfully replicates the look and feel of the movie.
Which is a movie I haven't seen, so...
You've never seen The Nightmare Before Christmas?
No,
I don't think I did either.
Oh.
Brian, we're the same people who've never seen Star Wars. Whenever they say you have to be under a rock to not see these, Alec and I, we lived under that rock.
Well, watchers, I will kick the shit out of the two of them until they see the movie that this is based on, that this is the sequel to.
You don't want to know what the sad part is, though? I shop at Hot Topic and I haven't seen this movie. I know everyone's going to instantly make fun of me for that, but fuck that. I like the shirts on Hot Topic. They have, like, Kingdom Hearts shirts.
That's like showing all the boss battles?
Yeah. The Spider Boss, I think, may kind of have the weakest song in the game, because it's kind of based on Sally's song, which I haven't... The only version I've heard of Sally's song is, like, the one on that, the remix ones, where they get the famous bands.
Yeah.
Her name was
Amy...
I don't remember the last name, but yes, I heard that remix too, and that is...
That one is actually pretty good.
That's a really good remix, yeah,
it is.
That song. Speaking of which, this game is... most of the music in this game, or the songs, are pretty much just repeats of the songs from the movies, but they have different lyrics to work with the story of the game.
Oh my god, finally! We got to the title screen.
Finally got to the title screen.
2004, jeez.
Brandon, are we old?
I
think I can do normal mode.
Well, I'm too young to say that, so... I'm not even an adult yet, so...
Alec, I've heard you say you feel old after seeing... Oh, they were just going to play this anyway.
Oh.
Well, I feel good.
Well, I said it's a joke, though.
Well, let's just keep it going and see where this is going.
Well,
maybe this is the actual, like, lengthier version of the cutscene.
We can probably skip it. They saw it.
Well, I want to keep it going just in case. And if it's the exact same thing, then I'll just put another picture of a monkey over it.
That's the answer to everything.
I haven't beaten this, but I have gotten really far into this game. One of my greatest, one of the things that disappointed me about this game is that, well, you don't go to any other worlds, any other towns, so to speak, besides Halloween Town, and I think you go to Christmas Town later into it. There's like even in Kingdom Hearts, you know, you see all of the trees with all of the different doors leading to different holiday worlds, and you never like. There's such an opportunity to explore new areas that, you know. But no, it's mostly just recycled stuff from the movie, and that's about it.
I think Kingdom Hearts has a reason to not go to the other ones, but this one I agree with Brandon. I think it would have been cool to see the other ones, but maybe the license owners of the franchise didn't want them to show off the other ones because they didn't really have a look to those yet.
This year's Halloween was the most horrible yet. Thank you.
Yeah, see, I told you this wasn't the exact same cutscene. You didn't.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Something's missing. There's got to be a way.
I honestly like the animation on the Nightmare Before Christmas characters here better than I do in the first Kingdom Hearts, or well, Kingdom Hearts in general. There's something a little more detailed about the way they look here, but I guess that's because, well, they're the focus.
Yeah.
Or if you're like Kingdom Hearts 1, like you have Sora's default face. Which is like ever since someone brought that out, like I cannot not look at that. Like I just have to look at it and be like,
every time
I see it now. Like
it's even more noticeable in 1.5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Graphics are even better.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even think you could do that in Kingdom Hearts 1. I think that game still looks good today, but this isn't Kingdom Hearts. But damn it, I can't help but think about it. Soul Robber.
I'm sure it will come in handy.
Oh. Amazing.
It's okay.
And remember, my boy, it won't come off until you solve the curse of Halloween Town.
That's settled. I'll head out in search of more new discoveries for next year's Halloween. Doctor, please watch after things while I'm away.
And don't have your brain taken away, dude. Seriously. Otherwise, I may have to beat the crap out of you later. So don't get it stolen. Do you understand? You didn't tell me if you understood or not. By the way, those are Lock, Shock, and Barrel. I have no idea which one's which. I never remember. I
know Barrel's the green-haired one.
Yeah, I thought Barrel's the fat one because Barrel sounds like a fat kid name.
I think Shock is the girl and Lock is the devil.
Maybe. Also, why is it that those kids?
I think you're right.
Why is it that those kids are named after like gun parts? I believe. I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you're actually right. Never thought about it that way.
Yeah, I never thought of that either.
Lock on, and then you have to barrel the gun, and then shock is what you're going to be in after you get hit by the bullet.
I hope this finds you, Jack, wherever you are.
Oh, Raggedy Ann, what the fuck happened to you?
No paper airplanes in class.
Especially ones that glow like that.
Makes it more noticeable. Do you like me? Right, yes or no? Sally, we've been through this. And Jack must return to Halloween Town after doing things. I think the plot is he went to go do some Halloween research because, you know, the Pumpkin King, the king of Halloween, doesn't know enough about Halloween. And then he comes back and finds out that shit has gone wrong.
That's strange. The town's deserted.
Oh, after playing Devil May Cry 3, I can really see the Devil May Cry nature of this cutscene. I don't know why.
I think it's the amount of like how fast or the amount of frames it's moving, which is something that I also really noticed when I played the demo of Dante's Inferno. Just how it's running at like 60 frames per second, and it's really noticeable. Just how fast it moves.
You're not from Halloween Town.
Well, I don't know. There's skeletons. I think they kind of fit right in.
It's not like they're Easter bunnies, which would have been great enemies.
That actually wouldn't have been bad design.
Alright, here's the combat. You press square to do this. And I forgot that X is not the jump button.
And you build up combos and...
Oh, if you spin the analog stick... I said if you spin the analog stick, and then... I said if you hit the spin... There you go. If you spin the analog stick and hit square, you do a spin attack. Which, by the way, the controls in this game aren't that bad. I'm just fucking up at it.
That's one of the problems I have with it, is just how simple the combat is.
Yeah.
That it gets repetitive pretty quickly.
For a game that's trying to be like Devil May Cry 3, it's definitely repetitive, but it definitely has like the kind of camera Devil May Cry 3 has. Except this one has wider open areas, so the camera doesn't get stuck on things.
It can sometimes be obtrusive with some angles, but that's just kind of the nature of fixed camera.
Yeah. At least the backgrounds are pre-rendered.
Yeah.
Not that they're pre-rendered in Devil May Cry 3, but you know.
Well, when you think of pre-rendered backgrounds, I instantly think of, like, you know, the PS1 era stuff like Resident Evil and Final Fantasy. Well, it's not really an issue in Final Fantasy VII, but yeah, definitely Resident Evil.
By the way, with triangle, you can grab enemies, lock onto an enemy, and then slam them down into the enemy. I actually like doing that. I think it's very satisfying. You can also pick up an enemy and hitting square throws them at another lock on enemy. I think that's actually pretty cool.
I know this is a bit random, but am I the only one that thinks that, like, whenever Jack uses it, like, it looks like he's using a towel? Like, seriously, every time I see it, I just think of him, like, using a towel and just, like...
Just snap.
That's what it looks like.
These are actually his old high school buddies, and he just instantly went back into his old high school bully persona. Jack, stop it! I'm trying to get dressed. It's a good thing they're skeletons, otherwise they would have been able to see his wiener. Sex joke. Always gotta make at least one.
Yep, gotta stay classy, gotta keep us just above professional. Thanks, Zach.
We're always almost there, but never quite. And it's all my fault.
What happened?
Zach, don't be so hard on yourself. Be harder.
I'm trying, Brendan. I really am. That's a loading screen. I was here specifically to tell you that part.
Oh,
I forget what this guy does.
Was that just clipping via cutscene? Like,
Wait a minute. I forget what he does, but I know he does something.
kind of scary when your cutscenes in draw distance.
Oh, Jack, it's you.
Sorry, Jack, I just
I think
materialized
it's a
out of
save
nowhere.
point. I think that's what it is.
Lock, shock, and barrel sewed Oogie.
Gone where? Was he actually gone in, like, the other holiday worlds? If so, make a prequel to this game, please. I'm really interested in that.
Oogie is back.
Oh yeah, I remember what he says now. Save now or risk doing it again. Which is something I feel like all games should tell people.
Said you wanted a dangerous Halloween, so we organized one to make you happy. He said if we didn't...
Oh, I'm hearing the game audio from the laptop. I wonder what the fuck it was.
Do you think using ghosts and skeletons to hurt people is my idea?
Or is that from Nick's TV?
We just want to do...
You're breaking the immersion!
Booby traps all over the place, but then hordes of ghosts and skeletons...
Sorry, audience. There's like this random noise coming from the next room over, and it just distracted me.
Soon it wasn't even safe to be on the streets.
Keep dwelling on it, Zach. I'm sure it will go away.
They'll totally not try to hear
Well,
it
I
now.
need something to talk about during this cutscene. It's still going.
I want to help too.
Action, adventure, dialogue.
So it's not lost. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, don't forget save now or risk doing it again.
Risk doing it
I remember
again.
that line for some reason. I guess just because I always save in games. I don't believe in Iron Man. The Marvel superhero, I don't believe in him.
Especially in RPGs.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I could never...
Who the fuck wants to do Iron Man for an RPG? I mean, technically, I could try Iron Man for the new XCOM or the old XCOM, but that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
Especially, I
When
try
there's-
not to save scum in those games, but whenever it says I have a 99% chance of hitting and then I miss, it's very tempting. Oh, here's a new enemy already.
Zach, the statistics are in. The amount of people that are interested in The Night Before Christmas and also interested in XCOM is kind of low. So, relevant commentary.
Alright,
Yay!
yeah.